morning, everyone. I've had a lot of people ask about personal revelation and how to receive personal revelation, and that's kind of hard because it's different for everybody. A lot of spiritual things really go along with physical things. So like if you think about working out and what you need to do to work out and things you need to do to work out, that's kind of the same as in spiritual aspects. Like some things work for one person in working out physically, whereas other things are different that work for you. That's the same with spiritual things. People have different spiritual gifts. People have different ways they receive things, receive promptings. And so it's hard for me to say what exactly works for me is going to work for you. But I do hope that you'll listen to the Spirit and you'll think about what I say and go from there. But first, this is something I can cover in many different aspects, but today I'm just going to look strictly in the Book of Mormon and what it says about receiving knowledge or receiving revelation. If you go into Alma, and this is one of my absolute favorite stories in Alma, chapter 26, and it's when Ammon glorifies, and he's like, I don't boast of myself, but I boast of God. And in there, he says in verse 21, he goes, I love this. He says, for the natural man is that to know us this thing. So what natural man knows these things? So normally the natural man does not know spiritual things. And he says, I say unto you, there is none that knoweth these things, save it be penitent. Yea, he that repenteth, exercise faith, and brings forth good works, and prayeth continually without ceasing, unto such is given to know the mysteries of God. So there he lists things that we should be doing to get the Spirit to talk to us so that we can know the mystery of God, so that we can have revelation, personal revelation. Just like in working out, they say, hey, you may need to eat correctly. You need to run. You need to exercise. These are things you need to do. And you're like, yeah, but I don't have time for that. And they'll say, yeah, then you don't have time to get in shape. It's the exact same as spiritual things. My life's too crazy. I don't have time for that. I can't find time for that. Then you're not going to get it. You can't just want it. You need to do steps 2, or I need to do steps 2. I mean, I would love to be able to just watch someone working out and then get in shape. That would be fabulous. But we all know physically that's not possible. That's the same spiritually. Here Ammon tells us that we need to repent. And we need to have faith. Do good works. And pray without ceasing. And that's just one way is we do those steps. Then we get closer to the Spirit. And that the Spirit can dwell with us and within us. And tell us the things we need to know. We do our part. We say, here, Heavenly Father, I am doing my part. And it's actually better than spiritual or better than physically working out, because sometimes things are out of our control. But with spiritual things, it's you choose. You choose faith. You choose to have faith. You choose to trust God. It's hard. I'll fully admit that it's hard. It's hard when those storms are going on. But just like in the most recent conference talk where Elder Wilson, when he talked about, I don't know if you remember, but look up his talk from, it was just in April 2018. And he says, you have to have the practice in hand so when the time comes, you'll be ready. So now, practice now these things. Get in tune, figure out how the Spirit speaks to you personally. And then go forth from there. But you do have to make time in your life to do those things. I know these are the things that can help you. And I know they help me. And I know just like in working out physically, sometimes I think I could take a day off, a week off, a month off. I can't. And that's the same with your spiritual growth. Unfortunately, or fortunately, you have to do it every day Someone gave a great testimony a couple weeks ago on Fast Sunday, and she goes, I always thought obedience was a checklist. And she goes, and now I'm realizing obedience is a blessing. She said, I am blessed for being obedient. It's the same. You do these things, you will be blessed abundantly. I know that that is true. I hope you all have a wonderful day.